Welcome, curious minds, to an enlightening journey through the fascinating world of the Constitution. Get ready to dive deep into the realm of majorities, where the power of democracy lies. Today, we unveil the hidden secrets behind different types of majorities used in the Constitution, revealing the intricate mechanisms that shape our mind-governing systems. So buckle up and prepare to unlock the knowledge that will empower you to understand the very foundation of our laws. Get ready for a mind-blowing educational adventure. Hello students, we are back with the Concept Made Easy video where we are going to take up a concept and make it easy for you to learn. It's not hard to memorize facts if you have learned thoroughly through the concepts. That's why we are giving you lessons on basic concepts to provide you with a strong foundation upon which you can build any tower of knowledge. Indian democracy is parliamentary, which means the parliament makes all significant decisions. The parliament must pass a measure with a majority for it to become a law. The Indian parliament has several kinds of majorities. They are simple majority, absolute majority, effective majority, and special majority. First, let us discuss the simple majority. What do you mean by a simple majority? It means that a majority of more than 50% of the members are present and voting. This is also known as functional or working majority and is the most commonly used type of majority. When the law does not specify the kind of majority needed, a simple majority is used for passing bills or motions. Ordinary bills require only a simple majority. Let us look at an example. Out of the total strength of 455, say 45 members were absent and 100 abstained from voting on an issue. So, only 400 members were present and voting. Then the simple majority is 50% of 400 plus 1, that is 201. Which are the situations that demand a simple majority? Voting in the houses, motion of thanks, adjournment motion, no confidence motion, President's rule, financial emergency, etc. Now, let us look at another type of majority, which is the absolute majority. Absolute majority means the majority of more than 50% of the total strength of the House. This means that if the total membership of Lok Sabha is 445, an absolute majority in Lok Sabha means 50% of 445 plus 1, that is 273. It is not generally used but used along with other types of majorities, thus making it a part of a special majority. This majority is used for the formation of government at the center and states. Next, let us move on to the effective majority. When more than 50% of the effective strength of the House is used, it means out of the total strength, the vacant seats are not calculated to determine the majority. For example, in Rajya Sabha, out of the total strength of 245 members, if there are 45 vacancies, then the effective strength of the House is 200. Then the effective majority is 50% of 200 plus 1, that is 101. The effective majority is required when the Indian Constitution mentions all the then members. It can be observed during the removal of Vice President, removal of Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and the Vice Chairman. Moving on to the last topic of the day, the special majority. Special majority is a generic term. All types of majorities other than the absolute, effective, or simple majority can be classified as special majority. It is used to denote when the majority required is usually 2/3 and combined with absolute majority, it is a special majority. Let us look at some different types of special majorities and the situations under which they are required. Type A requires a majority of 2/3 members present and voting, which is a situation to pass the Rajya Sabha resolution to empower the Parliament to make laws in the state list, which is valid up to 1 year but can be extended any number of times. Type B requires a majority of 2/3 members present and voting supported by more than 50% of the total strength of the House. This type of majority is used for most of the constitutional amendment bills. Some situations under which we can observe this is 1. To pass a constitutional amendment bill that does not affect federalism. 2. Removal of judges, Supreme Court or High Court. 3. Removal of CEC or CAG. 4. Approval of a national emergency requires a special majority as per Article 368 in both houses. And 5th, resolution by the state legislature for the creation or abolition of the Legislative Council under Article 169. Type C requires a majority of 2/3 members present and voting supported by more than 50% of the state legislatures by a simple majority, used in amendment of Constitution where ratification by states is required. Type D requires a majority of 2/3 members of the total strength of the House, used in removal of President. And by that, we have come to a conclusion about the types of majority, and this is an important basic concept in polity, so watch the video again in case of any doubts and take notes to keep in the content in your hand. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the class, and we will see you with new amazing explainer videos that will make your learning simple, easy and super fast.